Let's add some amazing eyeshadow to this beautiful glowy look. Let's start with the medium to light shade. Stay Golden is this. It's a matte color. And I'm just gonna take the eyeshadow brush, the fluffy end of it. I'm gonna put some product on there and I'm gonna tap off the excess so we don't have the fallout. And I'm just gonna go into that crease area. My eyes are already primed from my brightening highlight and Vanilla Dust setting powder. So they are good to go. So I'm just gonna put that all up here in the crease and circle it in the outer corner. I'm gonna open up my eye because I have semi-hooded eyes. My eyelids are starting to droop a little bit more as I'm getting older, so I have to always open up my eye and bring that on the top here on my brow bone so you can see it. So I'm gonna put some more on there, tap it off, and go into the other side. I'm gonna start with my eye closed to get into that crease and windshield wiper it back and forth. I'm gonna swoosh it around over here in the corner, and so this is my more droopy one, so I'm really gonna pay attention over here, putting it up a little bit more on that brow bone. Okay, done with step one. Now we're gonna come in with a little bit of a darker shade. This is Bubba. It's almost like a kind of a khaki color. And I'm gonna come in and put a little bit on there. This, I definitely wanna make sure that I tap out. And I'm just gonna put it in that outer corner. So you can already see that. And always start with less, because you can always add versus subtract. So I'm gonna put it in the outer corner, and I'm just gonna bring it ever so slightly into that crease. Some people can just swoosh this stuff around. I really have to be meticulous with where I place mine because I'm actually contouring my eyes because my eyelid shape is just not ideal and they're definitely not the same. So I have to kind of take that into consideration. I'll even go in with the smaller end of the brush, tap a little bit, and just bring that ever so slightly into the crease over here. I do not want to bring it too high up here in the middle because then it makes my shape of my eye look all wonky. So I definitely want to be meticulous with where I place mine. Then I'll go out and I will take the tile right here, the tile tin, and I will wipe my brush off, and I'll go in and just soften that edge a little bit. And that is step two. I have two eyeballs, so let's do the other side. So again, on this side, I need to pay attention with my eyes open to that space above my crease where my hood is, and get into that. And I'm just ever so slightly putting pressure, and I'm using more towards the end of the brush versus the tip of the brush to give it that looser placement. And I'll come in here and I'll just go ever so slightly with that small end into that crease. And then I'll blend that out. I'm gonna put a little bit more up over here. Okay. If you need to clean anything up or soften any lines, you can come in with that little bit medium to light shade and come over that crease again to soften that out. And kind of blend that in. Give it a nice little good blend at the end. And last step, shimmer. Shimmer I'm using is Foxy. It's almost like a bronze kind of, depending on the light. And I'm going to use my ring finger because it puts the least amount of pressure, and when you use your finger, you get more of that pigment placed versus using a brush. So I'm just gonna take that Foxy and I'm going to place it in the inner corner, and I'm gonna sweep it through to about half my eyelid, maybe close to 3/4, but pretty much stay in that front part. I'm gonna do it to the other side. I'm gonna use my other ring finger for this side. Get in that corner. Bring it up on that lid all over. Make sure that's even. And you have a cute fall look. I'm gonna come back in with that Bubba, and I'm gonna put a little bit on the small end of that brush, and I'm gonna bring it underneath to kind of tie the two together. Now the other side. Come back in with your brush and clean up, squeeze that brush and clean up any fallout and lift up that eye. You can also come across the top a little bit and clean that up.